3.5 to go, first quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Slot man moves right. On second down, a run with Breida. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Wilson. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Mills now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Always got some breathing room. The 20. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 11. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. But often,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Mills throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mills. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his 1st carry of the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. A give running left. It's Sanders. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Caught. This is Ivory. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he's going to let it go for Ivory. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Breida, they'll go up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Wilson now to throw on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mills. And he's going to have to to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 60-yard attempt.
Garabay's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Mills to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Equanimeous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Mills going to throw for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. He finds Ivory here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Texans 12. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting a bank on the sack. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Tackled by the quarterback, Derek Stingley. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 40 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Texans 12.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On second down, Mills again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
36-yard line.
Mills on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding.
I'm the best, as you know, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. People are breaking, they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it means the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a running.